Mosquitoes are not the only pests that are plaguing the Arklatex this summer. KSLA News 12's Olivia Vidal has been researching what bugs to be on the lookout this time of year. Olivia, what are some of those bugs that are the biggest problems right now?
Adria, good morning. When I spoke with pest controllers, they tell me that the biggest complaints they get over the summer months are ants and mosquitoes. And I tell you, living in Louisiana, mosquitoes are definitely a problem, especially with all the water that we live by. And right now, Cody, our photographer, we've been slapping mosquitoes off of our ankles and swatting them away. So they're pretty bad out here this morning. I saw Cody reapply bug spray this morning. That's just how bad they are out here along the Red River. But with mosquitoes comes other issues aside from just the bug bites. There's an increased chance for illness. Now, when it comes to illnesses from mosquitoes, specifically the West Nile virus, victims may experience a fever. Although it doesn't happen all the time, it's very common. Weakness, pain in the muscles, coughing, cold-like symptoms, headache. These are the typical symptoms. Now, elderly patients and children are the age groups where West Nile can be a threat. Complications of the virus are encephalitis, which is infection of the brain, and meningitis.
They may just feel like they have a cold and will slowly resolve on its own. If these symptoms persist, however, for a prolonged number of days, I would go ahead and come in and get checked out, make sure that it's not something more serious than what you thought it was.
Now, as far as treatment, depending on the case, usually rest, Tylenol, and staying hydrated can help. Now, to lower your risk of infection, stay away from standing water, groups of flies swarming in the yard, tall grass, anything that increases your risk of exposure. In to report, Olivia Vidal, KSLA News 12.
Olivia, I've heard a lot about this Chick V. I know it's a newer mosquito virus. What is it, and what can you tell us how to stay safe for that?
Well, Adria, that's a great question. You mentioned it is a newer virus, and so doctors that I spoke with, they tell me that there's not much they really know about it, except that it is similar to West Nile virus, just not as common as West Nile virus. They tell me that it's not as serious as well. So the symptoms may be similar, but death is rare, and you may experience somewhat of a rash if you do have Chick V. But of course, if you get bitten by a mosquito and you see symptoms that last longer than a couple of days, it's probably wise that you go and see your doctor to get proper evaluation. Adria?
Olivia, great information there. Thank you so much. And in KSLA News, some crime